Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and a very good day to our respected lecturer, Prof. Dr. Zulkifli bin Abdul Karim, and to all my fellow classmates. We are Group 1 and today we will be presenting about the balance of payment account, or in short, BOP, for the subject EPPE 3213 International Monetary. Our group consists of 5 people. For the first one is me, Muhammad Firdaus bin Ismail. Next, Nur Nabila binti Nazri, Nurul Fatihah binti Muhammad Nasir, Sharifah Amira Wahida binti Syed Ahmad Bakri, and Nurina Izati Murfekah binti Ishaq. So, we hope this presentation will help you understand how BOP work and why it is important for a country like Malaysia. So let's start with a simple explanation what is BOP is. The balance of payment is a record of all the financial transactions made between a country and the rest of the world. This includes export, import, foreign investment, loan, donation, and many more. In other words, whenever money flow in or out of Malaysia for any economic reason, it will be recorded under the balance of payment. The BOP have three main components. The first one is the current account, the second one is the capital and financial account, and the last one is statistics statistical discrepancy, which help balance out any error or missing information in the record. So next, let me explain what is the most important part is the current account. This include export and import of goods and services, income from investment, and transfer payments such as foreign workers sending money back to their families. When our export is higher than our import, we say there is a surplus. This is a good thing as it means our country is earning more from selling goods and services to other countries. But if we import more than we export, that called a deficit, and it means we are spending more money overseas. So the current account gives a clear picture of whether a country is self-sufficient or too dependent on foreign goods and services. Next, let's go to the second part of the BOP is the capital and financial account. This account record all transactions involving money moving in or out for investment. For example, if a foreign company invests in Malaysia, that goes into this account as foreign direct investment FDI. It will also include things like Malaysia buying share in foreign company or foreign investor buying Malaysia government bond. A positive financial account show that other countries have confidence in our economy and they are willing to invest here. A negative one might show that investors are pulling their money out, which could be worrying. Next, let's talk about why balance of payment is important. For the first one is it affect our currency value. If we are exporting more than we import, our currency becomes stronger. But if we have deficit, it could weaken the ringgit. Secondly, BOP also affect national debt. If we borrow too much from outside to cover deficit, we might fall into debt. Thirdly, the BOP is also used by Bank Negara to guide decision on interest rate policy. So overall, BOP reflect the health of our economy and show whether we are managing our financial relationship with the world properly. So next, we want to highlight some of the key challenges countries are facing when it comes to maintaining a balance of payment. The first is delay settlement, which can happen due to legal issue or even war, making it hard for country to pay or receive money on time. Secondly, we have inflation and interest rate volatility. For example, in countries like Argentina, high inflation causes instability, and this affects their BOP badly. Third, there are digital payment inequities. In many rural areas, people still don't have access to digital banking, which can limit international transaction. Another issue is supply chain, invoice dispute, delay in good delivery, or invoice error can affect export and import. Lastly, the rise of unregulated cryptocurrency payment has become a risk because these transactions are hard to track and may not properly reported in the BOP. Now, let's take a look at the most recent data for Malaysia balance of payment between quarter 1 of 2025 to quarter 1 2025. Malaysia record a current account surplus, but it dropped from 8.7 billion to 6.7 billion. The drop is mostly due to deficit in service and income, even though our good export has increased. On the financial side, we saw a rise in foreign direct investment or FDI, which went up to 12.1 billion. This is a positive sign showing that investors still have confidence in our country. However, we also saw a huge portfolio outflow, which means foreign investors are selling off Malaysia assets. This went up to 48.3 billion and it a bit concerning. To stabilize our currency, Bank Negara had to use our reserve asset, which is a common step. Lastly, we noticed that error and omission in the data were highly volatile, suggesting some gap or delay in reporting transaction. So, to conclude our presentation, we can say that having a surplus in the current account is a good thing for Malaysia, as it provides some economic stability. However, global issues like inflation, volatile interest rate, and unregulated crypto payments still pose challenge. On the bright side, the increase in FDI inflow show that Malaysia is still seen as a trustworthy investment destination. But to maintain this momentum, we must have a careful financial policies, strong regulation, and good international cooperation. So that's all from our group for the topic of the balance of payment account. I wish all the best for all to understand this topic better. And that's all from me. Thank you so much.